Home deliveries are becoming increasingly popular in the digital age. With more people opting to order online instead of heading to stores, it's common to see packages left on porches if the homeowner isn't home. But this convenience has also led to a rise in porch pirates, thieves who swoop in to steal these unattended packages. However, homeowners are catching on to this trend and setting up clever traps to catch the culprits. Here are porch pirates who messed with the wrong homeowners. Caught by his own mistake. Sometimes thieves make mistakes that backfire in spectacular ways. In this case, a thief who tried to steal from a homeowner found himself in a panic when he realized he'd been spotted. Instead of calmly backing out of the driveway, he made a rash turn and got his car stuck in a pile of snow. The scene was almost laughable as he frantically tried to free his vehicle, digging himself deeper into the mess. His failed getaway gave the police the perfect opportunity to arrive and arrest him. What was supposed to be a smooth robbery turned into a comedy of errors.
Quickly! He's trying to dig himself out.
Look, Dan, your wheels are not spinning anywhere.
You're caught!
This thief's poor decision not only cost him his freedom, but also gave everyone watching a good laugh. It was a mistake that led straight to jail, and justice was served. Today's big topic. A strange photo is going viral online. It shows a person trapped in a hole. Could this be a new way to catch porch pirates? People are sharing all kinds of funny and crazy ideas about it. Was it an accident or is it a clever trick? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. A trap in disguise. This incident might not fit the usual porch piracy mold, but it's equally entertaining. A group of thieves planned to rob a Costco, thinking they could walk away with goods without consequence. However, they didn't know that law enforcement had been tipped off and was waiting outside, prepared to catch them in the act.
Yeah, this is it. Just wait for him to come out. Yeah. He's just going to run out with his laptop. Yep.
As the group exited the store with stolen merchandise in hand, they were met with the surprising sight of police officers surrounding them. Their shocked and bewildered expressions were priceless.
Oh my God! Hey, buddy! Wow, that worked out great.
Yeah.
For two.
Yeah, for two. Yeah.
Realizing they had walked straight into a trap. The case of exploding packages. This homeowner had finally had enough of package theft and decided to take matters into his own hands with a brilliant surprise for would-be thieves. After several packages were stolen, he crafted package bombs, carefully assembled to look like valuable deliveries. One thief, thinking he was scoring big, eagerly grabbed a package, only to be met with a shocking explosion of confetti and noise. The thief's excitement instantly turned to panic as the prank sent him running. Even a woman who tried to steal a package from the same stash quickly fled when she opened the box and was startled by the unexpected blast. The homeowner's clever setup sent a clear message. Mess with these packages and you'll be in for a surprise. It's a creative way to deter theft while giving thieves a memorable lesson they won't forget anytime soon. Shotgun blanks. Now, this is a trap at its finest. A package rigged with shotgun blanks. The moment these thieves grab the package, they get instant karma in the most satisfying way. As they begin to make their getaway, a loud and startling noise erupts, sending them into a panic. One thief who pulled up in a fancy Porsche probably didn't expect his haul to come with such a shocking surprise. The blast from the shotgun blanks is enough to send him fleeing in a hurry, likely regretting his choice of target. It's hard not to laugh at the irony, stealing packages and ending up with a sound so terrifying that it makes you rethink your life choices. And honestly, with the Porsche involved, it's safe to wonder if that car was stolen too. Either way, this clever homeowner sure delivered some explosive justice. Stunned into oblivion. This one's definitely my favorite. A thief thought he could get away with robbing a veteran's house, but he didn't count on the clever setup waiting for him. As soon as he stepped onto the porch, a bait flashbang went off, sending him flying backward in a daze. The loud, blinding blast completely disoriented him, and as he scrambled to recover, he began begging for mercy. It's almost too good to watch as he checks his pants. Let's just say, he might have made more of a mess than he expected. This unexpected turn of events left the thief in total shock, and the homeowner, well, they got the last laugh.
Bitch, what you call me? On the way? Yeah, they on the way. I went up, no. I'm from next door. I'm from next door. I wasn't trying to steal no package, bro.
It was a total win for the homeowner, proving that a little creativity can turn the tables on thieves in the most satisfying way possible. Instant justice at its finest. The poop stealer. Imagine the sheer embarrassment of making headlines for stealing a box full of dog poop. That's exactly what happened to this porch pirate, who thought she was making off with a valuable package. Little did she know, she'd been baited with a cleverly disguised box full of, let's just say, not-so-pleasant contents. As she eagerly snatched the package and made her escape, she had no idea what was waiting inside. The moment she opened it, the smell hit her, and her face was a mix of horror and disbelief. Karma really did her dirty here. She probably never expected her haul to include such a disgusting surprise. It's the kind of justice that's impossible not to laugh at, and a perfect reminder that you shouldn't mess with someone's property, especially when they're ready with the ultimate prank.
On my porch with a little bit of dog poop in it.
Sign thieves get paintballed. These thieves thought they could easily snatch a few signs, but they were seriously unprepared for the homeowner's clever setup. As they attempted to yank the signs from the property, they were met with an unexpected blast from a hidden paintball gun. The moment the paintballs hit them, the thieves were left stunned, covered in bright, colorful splatters. It's a moment that's as hilarious as it is effective. Talk about a colorful surprise. The homeowner's creative method turned the tables on these would-be criminals, making sure they knew exactly what happened when they tried to steal. The thieves were probably wishing they'd never set foot on that property, as the bright paint left a clear mark. It's safe to say, no one will be stealing from this property again anytime soon. The homeowner's genius left an unforgettable message: mess with the wrong house, and you'll pay. Glittery surprise. What do you get when you mix glitter, fart spray, and glue? A brilliant prank that leaves thieves covered in glitter and smelling, well, less than fresh. This clever homeowner rigged a package with a mix of these unforgettable ingredients, and the result was pure genius. As the bandits eagerly grabbed the package, they were immediately covered in a cloud of glitter, making it nearly impossible to get rid of. To make matters worse, the fart spray hit them, filling the air with a stench that no amount of wiping could erase.
What the f? Come on, man.
Watching these thieves scramble to get the glitter off their faces while gagging from the smell is priceless. They'll definitely think twice before targeting this porch again. It's the perfect combination of a visual and olfactory prank, ensuring these thieves leave with a lasting reminder of their poor choices. Holy water. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the best, and one clever homeowner proved this when he used a bit of holy water to stop thieves in their tracks. While the holy water was certainly effective in deterring them, it's easy to see how something a little more permanent could make an even stronger impression. Imagine if the homeowner added something like permanent paint or even pepper spray to the mix. It would definitely make the consequences unforgettable for any future porch pirates thinking about targeting the property. The holy water is a smart, harmless way to discourage theft, but the idea of leaving thieves with a permanent mark or an unpleasant surprise would certainly send a message that stealing here is a terrible idea. It's all about making sure the thieves remember the consequences long after their failed attempts. Stealing underwear? There are some low points in life, and stealing underwear from someone's porch is definitely one of them. This thief had the audacity to target a package containing Victoria's Secret items, probably thinking it was an easy score. Little did he know, he was being watched, and he was caught in the act.
See the stuff, man, what do I do? What about Victoria's Secret? I go to jail for a year and package having missing items from Victoria's Secret?
The embarrassment of getting busted for such a ridiculous crime is beyond cringeworthy. Not only did he steal something as personal as underwear, but the moment of his capture is something he'll never live down.
What am I doing?
Right now.
No, what are you doing? Gosh, gosh.
Get inside.
You were yelling at why are you taking me to jail?
The thief's face likely turned bright red as he realized what he had done, knowing full well that no one would ever let him forget it. His poor decision led to more than just getting caught. It became a moment of public humiliation he'll probably regret for the rest of his life. Stolen packages. Sometimes nature takes care of thieves all on its own, and this case is a perfect example. One woman tried to steal multiple packages from a porch, but things didn't go as planned. As she attempted to make her getaway, she ended up twisting her ankle, bringing her theft to a sudden halt. Instead of walking away with stolen goods, she was left struggling to recover from the pain of her own clumsiness. That's a type of karma she definitely wasn't expecting. While she probably thought she was getting away with an easy crime, nature stepped in to give her a harsh reminder of her poor choices. I'm sure she'll be feeling the effects of that twisted ankle for weeks to come, and the shame of her failed heist will likely linger long after the pain subsides. Talk about instant justice. License plate memory. You might think a thief got away unscathed, but thanks to the homeowner's sharp memory,
Hey, what the Hey!
the thief's license plate number was noted. While the thief might have believed his crime went unnoticed, the homeowner's quick thinking turned the tables. By remembering that key detail, the homeowner made sure that the thief didn't slip through the cracks. Later that day, the police were able to track him down using the license plate number. It's a perfect example of how paying attention to small details can lead to big results. The thief probably thought he had pulled off the perfect crime, but the homeowner's observant nature made sure justice was served. This incident highlights how sometimes a little memory and attention to detail can be all it takes to catch a criminal and make sure they face the consequences of their actions. Teenage heroes. This one is definitely a win for the good guys. A group of teenagers, instead of causing trouble like many others, decided to take matters into their own hands when they saw some porch pirates in action. Without hesitation, they confronted the thieves, catching them red-handed and demanding they return the stolen packages and apologize. It wasn't an easy decision, but these teenagers showed impressive bravery and a sense of responsibility that many adults would envy. Rather than looking the other way, they stood up for what was right. Their actions sent a clear message that stealing from others won't be tolerated in their community. Their parents must be incredibly proud of how they handled the situation. These teenagers proved that courage and integrity can come from unexpected places, and their actions helped restore a little justice. Booby-trapped vehicle. After dealing with multiple car break-ins, this homeowner had finally had enough and set a clever booby trap for thieves. The trap was designed to catch anyone who thought they could get away with another break-in. When one thief attempted to break into the car, he probably thought he had struck again, only to be met with a surprise he wasn't expecting. While the thief might have believed he'd been wronged, the real crime was his own in the first place, breaking into someone else's property. If I had experienced multiple break-ins like that, I would have set a trap myself. It's infuriating how some thieves have the nerve to repeatedly target the same person, thinking there would be no consequences. The homeowner's decision to protect their property was not only justified, but a clever response to relentless theft. Minors caught red-handed. Imagine waking up to find you're being robbed by porch pirates. That's exactly what happened to one homeowner, who caught the thieves in the act as they tried to steal packages from their porch. What makes this story even more interesting is how caught off guard the thieves were. They were so surprised to be caught that they hardly tried to escape, almost as if they were frozen in disbelief. Their guilty expressions and slow walk after being confronted showed just how aware they were of their wrongdoing. It was clear they weren't expecting to be caught so easily, This moment served as a powerful reminder that theft has consequences, no matter the age of the offender. Even young thieves learned that day that crime doesn't pay, and they'll likely think twice before targeting another property again. The storm drain. Escape. When a porch pirate realized the police were closing in, he thought hiding in a storm drain would be the perfect way to escape. That decision quickly turned into a regrettable mistake. As he squeezed into the cramped space, he probably thought he was in the clear, but it didn't take long for the officers to track him down. If you have even the slightest hint of claustrophobia, you'll want to look away as the officers struggled to extract him from the narrow, uncomfortable storm drain. The thief's plan backfired, and instead of escaping, he found himself trapped in a tight spot, both physically and legally. Maybe a little time stuck underground will teach him a valuable lesson about making better decisions in the future. It's safe to say he'll think twice before trying to evade the law again. The Decoy package. A biker thought he had hit the jackpot when he attempted to steal a package from a porch, only to discover that it was full of bricks. The homeowner, fed up with repeated thefts, had set a decoy package to teach the thieves a hard lesson. As the biker opened the package and realized he had fallen for the trap, his face showed the full extent of his disappointment and frustration. Instead of finding valuables, he found only the weight of bricks, an experience he wasn't expecting. Watching the biker's reaction was a satisfying moment for the homeowners, who had been dealing with stolen packages for too long. It was a brilliant move, and the lesson was clear. Attempt to steal, and you'll only end up with a heavy dose of disappointment. This trap may have saved future packages from being stolen as well. Bricky surprise for thieves. One frustrated homeowner, fed up with the constant package thefts, decided to take matters into their own hands by setting up a clever trap. They filled several boxes with bricks and added a sarcastic note wishing the thieves good luck. The note was a perfect touch, mocking the would-be criminals while offering them nothing but disappointment. The trap was set with the hope that it would discourage future thefts. What the thieves didn't realize was that in many states, package theft is now treated as a felony, which means they were not only stealing items, but also facing serious legal consequences. This clever homeowner didn't just get back at the thieves, they also reminded them that their actions carry heavy consequences. Hopefully, the thieves will think twice before targeting another porch in the future, knowing that their crimes can lead to more than just a wasted effort. The Sting Operation. In a neighborhood plagued by constant package theft, the local police decided it was time to take action. They set up a clever sting operation by placing bait packages with GPS trackers inside. Once the thieves took the packages, the trackers led the police on a citywide chase. The operation turned into a major crackdown, with officers successfully tracking down and arresting several suspects. The highlight of the operation? One unfortunate thief was nabbed right in the middle of the street, completely unaware that the police were on his tail. Talk about bad timing. This crackdown not only resulted in several arrests but also sent a strong message to the community. Package theft will not be tolerated. It was a win for the homeowners and a major defeat for the thieves, who clearly didn't anticipate such a coordinated effort from law enforcement. The power of a door cam. A door camera can truly be a game changer for homeowners dealing with package theft. In this case, a porch pirate was caught in the act, attempting to steal from a home. Fortunately, the homeowner had a door camera set up, which sent her an instant motion alert on her phone. As soon as she saw what was happening, she quickly confronted the thief through the camera, catching him off guard. Her boldness and quick thinking were enough to scare him off her porch, preventing the theft. The thief, realizing he was caught, hastily retreated, knowing there was no way to escape unscathed. The homeowner's bravery paid off, and she not only protected her property, but also sent a strong message that stealing would not be tolerated. It's clear that security cameras can make all the difference when it comes to stopping porch piracy. Caught red-handed. One thief clearly wasn't cut out for the job when she attempted to steal from a home. The moment she saw the homeowner approaching, panic set in, and she tried to flee the scene. In her haste to escape, she triggered an alarm that was part of the homeowner's security system, alerting both the homeowner and the authorities. The thief's escape was short-lived, though. Her face was clearly captured on the security footage, providing undeniable evidence of her crime. What she thought would be a quick steal turned into a perfect example of karma catching up to someone who underestimated the power of modern security systems. Her plans fell apart in seconds, and instead of getting away with her crime, she found herself facing a much bigger problem. This time, justice was served, and her attempted theft was caught on camera. The dog poop cannon. Imagine this, a cannon designed to shoot out dog poop. It sounds absurd, right? But it was used in the most hilarious way to prank porch pirates. The ingenious homeowner set up this bizarre trap, and when the thieves tried to steal the package, they were in for a stinky surprise. While we didn't get to witness the exact aftermath, the thought of the thieves being drenched in dog poop is priceless. The sheer comedy of it all is hard to beat. It's a clever way to send a strong message to package thieves, and honestly, more people might want to consider setting up similar traps. Not only does it provide some instant karma, but it also discourages future thefts in a way that's unforgettable. The thought of thieves unknowingly walking into such a trap would definitely make anyone think twice before stealing again. A robbery gone wrong. In a split second, this bank robber's carefully crafted plan turned into pure chaos. After successfully robbing the bank, he rushed across the street, thinking he had made a clean getaway, but fate had other plans. As he clutched the stolen money, the red dye pack hidden in the cash exploded in his hands, covering him in bright, indelible ink. The panic and shock he must have felt in that moment were unforgettable, as his escape quickly spiraled out of control. Not only did he fail to get away, but the dye made him instantly recognizable, leaving him with a vivid trail of evidence. His so-called getaway was now a disaster, and the authorities had an easy time tracking him down. The robber's attempt to flee turned into a mess that sealed his fate, leaving him to face the consequences of his crime. Greed meets delivery van. Sometimes greed blinds people's better judgment, leading them to make reckless decisions. A group of thieves set their sights on a few packages, but one thief took things a step further and decided to steal an entire delivery truck. Driven by the thought of all the potential loot inside, he hopped into the truck and sped off, thinking he was in the clear. Unfortunately for him, his greed got the best of him. He lost control of the vehicle, and the truck crashed, sending him flying out of the cab. The chaos that followed was nothing short of a disaster. What started as a simple theft turned into a complete fiasco, with the thief's reckless actions leading to his capture. His attempt to escape with an entire truck was a clear reminder that greed often clouds one's judgment, and it always has consequences. The Little Curious Thief. This kid's actions might take you back to a time when childhood curiosity got the best of you, especially when you were tempted to explore something you probably shouldn't have. While we don't condone stealing, the way this young thief gets caught is too funny to ignore. He sneaks up to a porch, clearly intrigued by the packages, but things quickly spiral when he realizes he's been spotted. His wide-eyed panic and clumsy attempt to escape make for a hilarious and memorable moment.
Hello, hi. Are y'all home?
It's a reminder that childhood curiosity, while innocent in nature, can sometimes lead to unexpected and often funny situations. However, it's also a lesson in making better choices and understanding the consequences of acting on impulse. His failed attempt at theft turned out to be an unforgettable experience, proving that sometimes curiosity can lead to laughs, but also lessons in the process. Wrong way kid. One kid thought he could get away with raiding a neighbor's porch, but he didn't count on the Ring camera capturing every moment of his mischief. As soon as he grabbed the package, he froze, realizing he was being watched. His panicked expression was priceless as he quickly turned to flee, realizing he'd been caught in the act. The girl who was with him seemed equally shocked. She bolted in the opposite direction, too stunned to even think of staying. The whole scene played out like a comedy sketch, with the poor kid's face saying it all. What he didn't expect was the technology that was always watching, ready to record his every move.
Hey, get away!
In the end, what seemed like a clever plan turned into an unforgettable moment of humiliation and a reminder that even small crimes don't always go unnoticed. Armed homeowner. This sneaky thief thought he could pull a fast one, but he clearly underestimated the homeowner's resolve. When caught red-handed, the homeowner let the thief go, but not without making sure he learned a valuable lesson. The thief might have walked away that day, but if the situation had been different, he could have had a much rougher night ahead of him. This story is just one example of how thieves often find themselves caught in the act by vigilant homeowners who refuse to let them get away with their crimes. In total, porch pirates thought they could make off with stolen goods. But thanks to clever traps, quick thinking, and a little bit of karma, justice was served in some incredibly satisfying ways. These thieves definitely got more than they bargained for, and the message was clear: don't mess with the wrong homes. Lucky bandit. This thief certainly had some luck, but unfortunately for him, it wasn't the kind he was hoping for. Thinking he'd gotten away with his crime, he didn't realize the homeowner was waiting for him, armed with a metal baseball bat.
Oh, yo, I just didn't want nobody to take him, bro.
If the thief had attempted to fight back, that bat would have surely been put to use. But luckily for him, the cops arrived just in time to arrest him. The tension in the situation was palpable, and the thief's panic was clear as he saw the homeowner's readiness. The neighbors must have been incredibly grateful for the homeowner's bravery in such a dangerous moment. Rather than just standing by, they took action, ensuring the thief would face the consequences of his actions while potentially preventing future crimes in the neighborhood. Paintball pirates. These thieves definitely got more than they bargained for. They thought they were in the clear, but they picked the wrong house. As they attempted to steal from the property, the homeowners quickly rushed out, armed with paintball guns. What followed was a barrage of colorful pellets that hit the thieves from all directions. In the heat of the moment, I'm sure they briefly thought they were facing real firearms, given how quickly the homeowners acted and how intense the situation felt. The bright paint splatters on their clothes were a clear sign they had messed with the wrong people. Not only did they fail to get away with their crime, but they also ended up looking like they were part of a paintball war. It's safe to say they won't be targeting that house again anytime soon. Uno in real life. You snooze, you lose, and that's exactly what happened to this porch pirate. As he tried to swipe a package from the doorstep, he was too slow and didn't notice the homeowner watching from inside. As the thief fumbled with the package, the homeowner sprang into action, rushing outside and confronting him mid-crime. In a quick twist of fate, the homeowner grabbed something out of the thief's own car and walked away with it. Talk about a total score. Not only did the homeowner prevent the theft of their own package, but they also turned the tables by taking something valuable from the thief. In the end, one package was stolen, but another was lost by the thief in the most unexpected of ways. It was a win for the homeowner, and an embarrassing reminder for the thief that crime doesn't always pay. Cat litter surprise. This thief thought she hit the jackpot when she spotted two big boxes on the doorstep. With a quick grab, she believed she was making off with a valuable haul. However, things took a turn when the homeowner popped up on the camera, catching her red-handed. Caught in her lie, her excuse was that she thought it was someone else's house.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Unfortunately for her, that wasn't going to cut it. Realizing she had been busted, she quickly put the boxes back and made a hasty retreat. But here's the kicker. Those boxes weren't filled with valuables. Instead, they were packed with cat litter. Talk about a major disappointment. Had she actually gotten away with it, it would have been much funnier. Instead, the only thing she got was the embarrassment of being caught and a load of litter she didn't expect. Nasty blow. Karma has a way of delivering lessons when you least expect it, and this aspiring thief learned that the hard way. She had no clue what was coming as she attempted to make off with a package, but as soon as she tried to make her getaway, her fall looked brutal. The way she stumbled and crashed to the ground seemed like it could cause long-term pain. and maybe even some serious migraines. It's almost poetic how quickly the universe served up a painful reminder that stealing doesn't pay. Watching her hobble off in obvious discomfort after such a disastrous attempt was a perfect example of instant karma. Whatever she thought she was getting away with was far outweighed by the painful lesson she learned, one that will likely make her think twice before trying something like that again. Definitely not worth it for her. Caught in HD. Imagine trying to rob someone who specializes in installing security cameras for a living. That's exactly what this thief did, and it was a huge mistake. The homeowner had at least 20 cameras set up around the property, capturing her every move from every angle. No matter where she tried to go or what she tried to do, she was caught on tape. Realizing the gravity of her situation, she likely had no choice but to return the stolen packages. In the end, that was probably the smartest decision she made, knowing she had nowhere to hide. With that many cameras, it was only a matter of time before the police would be knocking at her door. Nice try, thief. This woman really thought she could get away with stealing packages, but she underestimated the homeowner. When confronted, she panicked and tried to come up with an excuse, claiming her boss had sent her to pick them up. What a ridiculous lie! The homeowner wasn't fooled and saw right through her story. Instead of walking away when she had the chance, she dug herself deeper into the embarrassing situation by continuing to fabricate her tale. Her lack of a believable explanation only made things worse. It's a reminder that sometimes the best move is to just admit your mistake and walk away, especially when you're caught red-handed. But instead, she found herself in a much worse position, likely facing consequences for her poor decision-making. All that for $60. This thief stole for a quick $60, but little did she know it would cost her far more than she bargained for. As she fled the scene, she lost her footing and took a dramatic tumble, face first into the snow. The sight of her clumsiness was pure comedy, but the true price of her actions was the humiliation she faced in that moment. Sure, her physical injuries will eventually heal, but the mental embarrassment of falling flat on her face while trying to escape will likely haunt her for much longer. It's a stark reminder that chasing quick rewards often leads to more trouble than it's worth. In the end, the thief learned that crime doesn't pay, especially when you trip over your own greed. Clearly, a trap. This didn't feel like a real robbery. It seemed more like a setup from the start. The thief walked right into a trap and got caught before he even had the chance to steal anything.
Stop right there. Wow. Stop. What happened? Stop. Stop.
The homeowner had planned everything down to the last detail, setting the perfect stage for the thief to mess up. And he did.
I just saw somebody on my Ring camera.
From the moment the thief set foot on the property, it was clear he had no chance. This situation serves as a prime example of how stealing someone's property is always a risky business, often leading to disastrous consequences. In the end, the thief learned the hard way that crime rarely pays off, especially when the deck is stacked against you. Never steal from a house with dogs. Some thieves never learn from their mistakes. This guy made a huge blunder when he decided to try stealing from a house that had dogs. Big mistake. As he attempted to sneak around, he was greeted by barking dogs, ready to defend their turf. His attempt to run across the roof only made the situation worse, as the dogs grew more aggressive in their pursuit. At one point, it looked like he was about to trip, making the whole scene even more ridiculous. If the dogs had been more aggressive, he could have easily ended up in the emergency room with serious injuries. This thief learned the hard way that some homes have an extra layer of security. Four-legged, loyal defenders who aren't afraid to protect their property. So, what do you think of these porch pirates? What punishment do you think they deserve? Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.